U.S.
Dr. Michael Stoyle is the head of the Political Science Department of UOG. He's worked in the national intelligence community for over 20 years. He's worked as a political analyst for the Defense Advanced Project Administration, the Defense Intelligence Agency, the FBI, and even the CIA. He says that this most recent attack has a lot to do with the succession of Kim Jong-il. The North Korean dictator is getting old and is looking to have his 26-year-old son, Kim Jong-un, take his place.
Kim Jong-un was just made the equivalent of a major general 2 months ago after having no military experience whatsoever. And this is a sign that he's being moved very quickly towards succession as dictator of North Korea.
Dr. Stoyle explains that this is a way for the 26-year-old son of Kim Jong-il to sort of prove his might.
North Korea is claiming that South Korea fired first. And whether this is true or not, the extent of the barrage gives North Korea an opportunity to show that this new military commander is willing to respond forcefully to any kinds of provocation.
Stoyle says the attack happened at a very disputed island that lies literally on the dividing line between South and North Korea. The island is essentially a military base for South Korea.
The one thing we know is that this is not the preparation for a general attack by North Korea on South Korea. This is simply one of a long series of military provocations which the two sides have engaged in pretty much for the last 8 years. In fact, it's almost exactly 8 years ago that a similar incident occurred in exactly the same area between ships located just off this island. You can be certain that if North Korea were to launch an attack against South Korea, it would be sudden, it would be dramatic, and it would be in force. It would not be an hour-and-a-half exchange of 80 shells.
In fact, Korean Association of Guam President Roy Oh believes much of the same.
I have a deep sense of remorse for what happened. The Korean community believes that this is just part of political gesturing.
But is North Korea a threat to Guam?
North Korea has no way of delivering weapons of mass destruction to Guam. They have no long-range aircraft. They have no missiles which are capable of sending a nuclear weapon this far. In fact, the nuclear weapons which they do have are actually too large and too heavy to be placed on their missiles. Clearly, North Korea is a destabilizing element to our region. But is it a threat to our island? No, I don't think so.